everyone, it's Thursday and it's my day to post a video. This is my boyfriend Aiden.
We haven't met yet.
No. If you go to my personal channel, link below, you can meet my partner. There's a crazy dinosaur video on there of us. I'm gonna sit properly. This week is about communication. How's our communication? We actually have really, really good communication. Yeah. Not so much in this video right now.
I'm communicating through hand signals.
Okay.
You can read my mind.
Yeah, because I can too. Okay, in all seriousness now.
Serious.
Serious.
We're already a minute in of non-seriousness.
What?
A minute of non-seriousness already.
Okay.
So we do have good communication. I don't particularly enjoy talking about my problems.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't like to express his feelings all that well.
But I do enjoy talking about her problems.
Problems?
Emotions or whatever you want to call them.
Okay.
So most of the time I force them out of her.
Mm-hmm.
And she feels better afterwards, so it works out.
Yeah. I don't know that I want to talk about it, but he forces it out of me and it turns out that I did want to talk about it, so it all works out in the end.
I've got a very counselor-esque personality.
You?
Yes.
Yes. Communication was never hard for us, I don't think.
Not really.
We were pretty open from the get-go, and I know when he's upset, he knows when I'm upset. We both know when to back off when we need to, because eventually I'll want to talk about it. He normally doesn't really like to talk about it, but in the end it works itself out.
I like to talk about it, as long as it's not my issue.
Sometimes we'll write letters to each other, because it's either we want to think about what we want to say.
Too.
Sorry?
I said I was going to mention that too.
Yeah, because you don't want to say it the wrong way. So at least if you write it down, you can at least think about what you're saying and change it so it doesn't sound maybe mean, because that's not how it was supposed to come across. So we have written quite a few letters to each other.
Which is definitely good advice if you have bad communication.
Mm-hmm.
But more than that, if you're going to write a letter, an email or something, make sure you sleep on it for at least one night before you send it. Yes. Because sometimes you're just so angry or so upset and you just write down all these things, and if you just sleep on it
mm-hmm. and
you read it again, it might come across not how you were meaning to. So if you sleep on it for a night or maybe 2 nights or however long you need, and then reread it and change it, that seems to work best.
Won't be as harsh, because, you know, when your super emotions are running high, you're like, ah, 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 ah. So then it's not really what you mean to say. It just comes out super bitchy or super mean. So
that's kind of how my family is, though, too.
Yeah.
We write emails to each other when we're really mad, but we're not allowed to send them until the day after. So it's kind of how we always do things.
I don't know.
Well, besides when I have yelling matches with people. But that's a different story.
Yeah, our relationship wouldn't be nearly half what it is if we didn't communicate with each other. Not just in like a transition side of things, just day-to-day life and other areas of life.
But especially in a transitional way, because like you can get all the advice you want from these things, but the reality of it is everybody's different and your partner might be different, and especially in the bedroom, I think there needs to be a lot of communication with trans people.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's awkward at first. We had a hell of a time trying to communicate in that sense at the beginning, but it's progressed. You gotta go slow at it, and it gets easier to communicate what you want and what you need. And not only is it like good because then you're not uncomfortable or you're not making your partner uncomfortable, but you end up getting what you want, and sex is a lot better when you get what you want.
It's a lot better. Took us time to get there, but
lots of time.
Lots of time. A lot of awkward moments and a lot of laughing at certain times, but now it's pretty much, I like that. That was good.
My arms look bigger.
Oh, I got guns.
Maybe it's just the video.
It's the tea. video compared to our other one.
I like to make every boring video more exciting.
Is it going to be both of us or just you? Oh!
A panda hat! I wonder if it will let me have a moose hat. Oh, we have far too much fun with this. Oh, yes, do that one.
Which one?
The fire.
No?
What's going on?
Oh. Oh.
Oh, burning in the fire!
There's no fire. Oh, there it is. Are my tits on fire? Oh, where'd it go?
That's on your head. Because apparently it thought that your tits were your head. That's where the brain's at.
Oh, I'm still on fire.
Okay. I think we should say goodbye.
Okay. Bye. This is Communication 101.
I'm Aiden. That's Marianne. I'm sure you already know her.
Look below for links to my channel. See a more exciting video of us and other videos that I post too, because I do other videos opposed to the weekly topics of Sweethearts.
And she caught up on all the ones that she missed from the beginning.
Yeah.
So
check out my channel.
do it. You gotta continue.
What? Alright, this is Communication 101 Part 2. As much fun as it is to make videos with Aiden, I figured I should probably add just a little bit of a more serious note to the video. So, here's the more serious part of it. You do need communication to make any relationship work, but, you know, especially a relationship like ours. You know, I couldn't ask for a better boyfriend than Aiden, and I think it does work because we do communicate with each other. You know, some things came a lot easier than others did, but with time now, there's no hesitation when it comes to communicating. Whether it's communicating in our day-to-day life, you know, I'm one of these people that need alone time, and I'm not afraid to ask for it, and he actually kind of knows when I need it too. You know, even just asking how each other's days went, and like, don't say, oh, you know, it was good. Like, actually freaking talk about your day, and, you know, actually listen to each other, and like, you know, don't be on your phones playing whatever when you're talking. Like, you know, take the time to talk to each other about your days and actually listen and stuff. All right, because it's communication, we're going to talk about it. Bedroom sexy time. As awkward as it's going to be the first time around, and probably a couple times, it is going to be awkward, but I really do feel that you should and you need to communicate in that aspect of things. You know, it was awkward at first for us. Now it's like no big deal. But I do think it is important, just because on the transition side of things, I don't want to make Aiden feel uncomfortable or anything like that. And, you know, like he said earlier, it is way better when you get what you want and what you need. So as awkward as it's going to be, it will get easier, and it makes things a lot better in the end. For the transition side of things, it is very, very important to communicate. You know, if I didn't tell Aiden how I felt about certain things, he would have no idea what I'm going through and how hard it is for me at certain times. And as much as it's his transition, it's also a transition for partners. So I definitely think, you know, it's a two-way street when it comes to communication. You know, as much as I tell Aiden how I'm feeling, it's also important for him to tell me how he's feeling, you know, even though he doesn't really like to. But then I get a better sense of things rather than just assuming. And, you know, if I can't help, I know how to help because I actually know what's going on rather than just assuming everything. Yeah, communication, you know, doesn't always have to be negative. It doesn't always have to be about the fears or the doctors, the transition, you know, all that kind of stuff. You know, communicate positive things towards each other. You know, it always doesn't come naturally or easy to some people, but you just need to find what works for you and what works for your partner, and then kind of come to a happy medium and just take it from there. You know, reoccurring theme in all of our videos, communicate. Yeah, that's I guess, the more serious side of the video now. I hope everyone is having a good week. Just remember, find out what works for you communicating, whether it be emails, the letter of, going for a walk. Someone suggested, I think in the group topic on the Facebook that we talked about, just you need to find what works for you, what works for your partner, and then come to a happy medium and communicate that way, because it is very, very, very important in any relationship, but again, especially in this kind of relationship. So if you have any questions, comments, whatnots, post below. My link to my personal channel is there, as well as the Sweethearts page for Facebook and some other FTM partner groups that I'm in. So check it out below, and I will catch all of you next Thursday. Thanks.